Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. Just trying to get some more saplings, really, at the moment. It's not that interesting to watch, really, is it? Nope, not at all. Looking for some thrilling viewing. Getting a lot of wood from this tree, which is really good. Because we want to start building out our little, a tiny little base into something quite grand, so that we have more space to put things. Because I love things and stuff. I wonder if that's going to grow naturally or not. We will have to wait and see, won't we? What are we doing? I guess I could sift some of this dust. There's lots of things you can get from these various things. Like with gravel, you can get some, where is it? Oh, yeah. You can get all these lovely little broken ore chunks, which when put into like 4 you can get some. We'll get onto that later. There's lots of various things you can receive. You can get some diamonds and shit and emeralds and stuff. With sand, you can get, what can you get? What can you get? Oh, interesting. You can get a lot of this stuff. These are slightly more rare things, so you get stuff like yellorium for big reactors, cactus seeds, some quicksilver. I think it's for Thorncraft. I don't really use Thorncraft a lot. We might look into it as the series goes on. And this is certainly the more precious stuff like redstone and glowstone and blaze powder, which apparently doesn't have a Sphax texture for some reason. So we'll sieve this shit. I am really jumping back and forth between tasks here. I could be crooking these trees, but I'm not because I'm stupid. Let's see what we get from these then. So much stuff is happening. We're getting a lot of ores from this though. That's quite good. Iron is something we really need because iron's always very useful. I mean, iron is like the base Minecraft ore anyway, so of course it's going to be useful to us. Let us do some more cooking. God knows we can't get enough of that cooking action. There you go. Thrilling stuff. I'm not getting a lot of saplings from this, which is kind of annoying. Saplings are definitely a must. What I could do, of course, is like pause the like stop recording. Or like at the end of this episode, I'll probably go through and start working towards some more things so that this gets a little more interesting. Because once we actually get the cobblestone generator up and running, that's when we're really. And here comes my sister. Not a good time.
Where's the cat? Oh.
Not a good time.
Smell me.
Really not a good time.
It's McDonald's.
My microphone's on.
Just pause it.
What?
Look at him.
That's not the point. I can't pause the recording, you dipshit. You're in this series now.
You
well
can
done.
smell Gruffalo, can't you?
Congrats, you're in my new series.
There are only about 10 cats.
Again, I'm still recording.
Pause it then, because you got food.
But I'm only like 3 minutes into the episode.
Look at him.
I can't leave now. I'll screw up my timings.
Who can you smell?
I can't pause a recording, that's silly.
So you can, or you can just cut it out.
I could cut it out, or I'll leave this in. This is great stuff. This is the most interesting thing that's happened so far.
I've just had the best day ever.
Have you? Why don't you tell the people at home? What have you been doing today? Tell everyone who's watching. What have you been doing today?
I've been playing with cats.
You want to go into a little more detail?
For work experience.
Yeah.
And I got to clean them out, which is great.
Okay, so that's all the poo and stuff then?
Yeah.
Yep.
They all speak like Mum does.
Right.
Where they just freely talk about the cat's bowel systems.
Oh, lovely.
I was like, yeah, great.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got to play with them. And then I had to read some 40-page thing. I didn't have my glasses with me, so I was...
What, a contract?
No, it was so I can familiarise myself with how to take care of cats, even though I already know. You love me, don't you?
You really don't, though. All you do is feed him. You do nothing else.
I do know that you have to move the water away from the food now, which is what I have to do.
Why do you need to move the water away from the food?
Because they don't like it near each other. Jamie, McDonald's.
But I'm only halfway through the episode.
Food, it's going to get cold.
You know what? I'm going to pause here. This is a good time to pause. Maybe I'll come back later when I've done a bit more progress, and we'll see how that pans out, shall we? So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. And we're back. Right, I just had some lovely refreshments from a fast food restaurant. Fast food restaurants are available, obviously. I've created 2 more barrels. I've done a lot of tree growing. I've got tons of logs in here now. Got 2 oak barrels with some drying racks on top. Now, the special thing about these is we can put these on. You put these apples on, and they create raisins, which I believe give out twice as much hunger as a regular apple. So we can keep doing that and get some more food out of that. We have enough cobblestone now to create. At least I believe we have enough cobblestone now to create a furnace. It's not the same sort of furnace you're probably used to, since that sort of furnace is a special slab furnace, which we can now use to fire up our bucket and make us an actual proper bucket. Then I think we'll fire up the rainmaker, get some rain in these, and create ourselves an infinite water source, which we can also fish from if we so desire. So let's grab some of this, because we want to make another new platform. Got tons of this stuff now, that'll be useful. Okay. Now what I like to do is make this sort of more modular, so I'm going to create this little bridge out to here, which is then going to branch off here, like so. And then, if I do this correctly, which I probably won't, we can... Okay, it needs a bit more on this side. There we go. We can create a very small pool of water for us. Excellent. With our newly found clay bucket. Now to do this, I'm going to have to do something very quickly. But the thing about this rainmaker is it will set off some fucking fireworks, let me tell you. Gotta be very careful with it. Okay, back off we go. There we go. Beautiful. It does have a crafting recipe, but for some reason Jada Cat has removed that. Jada Cat being the mod maker, if you didn't already know. Some reasons up in this bitch. So let's now start filling it with water, and we can continue with our quest for more thing. I don't actually think you need to fully surround this. I did see a quick tutorial online where you only actually need to put this on one side. So let's give that a test. And I think they also made it up to like an extra couple of steps. So let's put this here. See what happens when we burn all the fuck out of this. Nothing happens and we lose our bono. Fuck! Well, now we're just gonna play the fucking waiting game, haven't we? Shit. That's a bother. However, once we get this water done, we can use this watering can instead. It's currently empty, but once we fill it up with water, and that's finally finished, we can start watering our trees, and we won't have the need for bone meal anymore, which is very good. I'm not so sure about this new raisin texture though. I think I prefer the other one. Let's dump all this. Don't need this right now, except for the ladders. We might need the ladders. Alright. Now make ourselves an infinite water source. Boom. Brilliant. Fill up the watering can. And hopefully this should force the tree to grow. At least I hope so. Doesn't seem to be. This is actually a bit worrying. I mean, we don't really need a mega oak tree anymore since we have this watering can. This is interesting. Why isn't this working? Okay, that's odd. Maybe I think the watering can only works in the daytime? So I guess we're just going to have to leave that for now. Well, we can't because we don't have any other choice. The sun's coming up. I mean, we could make a bed. Probably speed things along a little bit. 3 wool and 3 wooden planks. As the song goes. Let me figure out what my song is. There we go. Can have a nice kip. Rain's gone, which is unfortunate, but we still have our watering can. There we go. Beautiful. So now it's back to this. Because I need a few more things. Actually, what I should have done is save. Well, no, that's fine. We need a few things. We need more clay for a start to make a fired crucible, which I think. Oh, we got a quest that we completed. Yes, the bucket one. Oh, good. We don't need to do that. Right. Yes. Crucible. Is that included in this? Yes, it is. Porcelain clay. This is what we are working towards now. So that's why we have our mini chest full of 7 bone meal, just in case. Let the quest book pick up on that. Gotta make sure the quest book actually has it, because I've had issues in the past with it. So now we just need to fire this crucible up, and then we will have some way of creating lava. Well, we don't really need this anymore, do we? Let's get rid of that. It's a bit useless. Will this give it enough oomph to cook that? Here's hoping. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Crucible. This is brilliant. Now we just need a torch. Which we will... Oh, let's grab... What are we grabbing? What are we doing? What am I doing? Lord only knows. See, that'll give us 4, so we can cook 4 of these. Put that in there. We need a torch so that we can start melting down stone. Now, of course, we're going to need more saplings for that, but we only need 1 more cobblestone to be able to start this process. So that's good. What do we want to do? Problem really lies in the fact that the bucket that we have will only last for literally just one movement of lava, so we need to be very careful how we make our cobblestone generator. Let's just place that on top of there. Let's put these 3 in here for now, just so that they can start melting away, which they are doing according to Whaler. Is it called Whaler? Whaler, yeah. We can turn that off if we want, just to keep things from getting a bit too cluttered. So now, just do some more cooking. Oh god. I don't think we can compost raisins, but I suppose that's a good thing really, because we don't want to do that. We just want to keep the raisins for food purposes. I think we need to go back to our original method of forcing an oak tree. So I saw someone put 5 on top of each other to do it, but I'm not so sure that's the way to go. So I'm not going to do that. Just because I'm not 100% certain that's the way to do it. But you never know, I could be wrong, I could be very wrong. I usually am. Such is the way of me. It'd be great if this thing had sound effects, wouldn't it? You know, make watering things more interesting. If you're still wondering what Sis was on about, she's doing a week-long week-long work experience at the Cats Protection Agency. Something that I'm sure she's been dreaming about for a while now. Big cat person. Actually, I mean, most of our family are big cat people. My mum's a dog person, but you know, we compromise. We have 1 cat and 1 dog. Cat's constantly upstairs because the dog's just always, if you pardon the pun, hounding her. Him, sorry. Poor bugger. Okay, this clearly isn't gonna work in this state. It's only gonna work with bone meal, so I guess we're just gonna have to go with the regular method. Regular fucking boring method. Unless that's not. Come on. Do me a solid, come on. This is just brilliant. Eventually we'll be able to get some things that cut these down for us. There we go. That took its fucking time, didn't it? I'm out of crooks as well. Let's make some more. Like that. We're only going to need one more piece of cobblestone, which we should just get from one more piece of dirt, and then we will finally have no need to do any. Well, we'll still need to do some of this because there's a few things we need to get. Like need to get some rubber seeds for rubber trees, so that we can start working on machines that can do this sort of shit for us. I keep talking about us. I don't know why. That's just sort of the thing I do. I want to include you guys in this exhilarating gameplay that's happening right now. Makes you wonder why I spend so much of my time doing this. Because I'm fucking weird. That's why. Because I'm fucking weird. We'll let that one grow of its natural cause. That's not the word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck it. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I'm tired. I just need to get more sleep. I'm just, yeah. Spend so much time doing nothing during the day, and yet I just can't sleep. Well, I can. I just choose not to because I'm stupid. The silence really is deafening. Okay, I'm probably going to end this here on a good note because the tree just grew. So, next episode we're going to be looking more into our lava. Hopefully hopefully getting a cobblestone generator up, which will be good because then we will no longer have to do any of this sifting shit. We'll no longer have to do any dirt sifting. So we'll leave that to next time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. At least some interesting things happened, didn't they? We had a little bit of a break in the middle, and I did some progress. So yeah, I suppose I'll see you next time. This is RetroJay, signing out.